Hi everybody. Today I want to talk to you about blasts. Now, when you go to your welcome page, you can scroll down and you will find the latest blast. And so there's always a new blast that is highlighted and showcased on this page. But if that is not a blast that you want to use, and you're not using one that is in one of your lessons, then you can go to your library. And so you'll click on the library and you will click on the blast area of your library. And you'll notice that there's over 1,100 blasts. And so you could type in a keyword or the name of a blast that you are looking for, or you can just look at what's most popular, what are staff picks, and select from those ideas. So today we're going to look at this one, Retweet for Rescue. And so all you have to do is click on the blast and it will come up. And this looks a little bit different than it does in your units. However, it has all the same information. It has a prompt, it has the quick poll, and it has the number crunch. It also has some associated tags where you could go and find more information about a specific topic area if you choose to. Over on the left-hand side, you're going to notice that it breaks it down not only in the overview here, but the background, which is just looking at what the information is that your students are going to read. It also has it in 3 different Lexile levels for you. And then the last piece is the research links. And so if you just click on each one of these highlighted areas, it will take you to additional information that will reinforce what the students have just read about. And this can extend a blast lesson. So this is a wonderful thing to be able to use when you have a guest teacher in your classroom. The other thing that this now has is actions that you can do. So if you push on the drop down here, you will notice that there are different options here for you to utilize the blast. Now you can look at it in the way that we always do, which is the way StudySync sets up all of their lessons. And it's got the blast right here with your background information, with your prompt, with your quick poll, and with your number crunch. But if this is not the way that you want to present it to your students, there are different ways that you can present this. And so in this action, one of the ways that you can do it is that you can print it out. And this is really a great thing to do when you have a guest teacher in your classroom, because you can give them the directions, you can print this copy for them. It gives them what the prompt is that the students will see on their computers, what the quick poll is, what the number crunch is with the information about what the answer is. And it will also give the background information that the students will be reading, as well as the research links that they can work through. And so this is a really good way to make your lesson plan for that guest teacher by printing it out. Another thing that you can do is that you can add this to one of your units. So if you find a blast that has something to do with a topic that you're teaching in one of your units and they don't have that particular blast, you can add this one right into your unit lessons. And the other really great thing is you can create your own units of study using these blasts. So maybe you just want to do a blast unit. And so you can create your own blast unit. You can name that unit. You can add all of the blasts that you care to into that unit. Maybe it's a research unit and you're going to use these specific blasts and the research links. So this is another wonderful tool that you could use to enhance the lessons that you're creating for your students. You can also just do this as a writing assignment. So if you click on Use for a new writing assignment, you're going to get a Create an Assignment page where it tells that this is a writing assignment, what the assignment name is, which can be edited if you choose to. It's just giving you the name of the blast, so you could write in writing assignment for the blast, and the blast is retweet your rescue, and then you're going to put in the class that you want to have this, and then you can customize this to fit your needs. Always you can put in your standards or edit those standards, and it has the writing prompt here for you for your students to see. It has all the background information that they can read through. It has the research links for them. It has a preview prompt so that after your students write, they can have someone review it, and there is also a default rubric for the writing that they do. The other thing that I see here is that you can upload your own image for that particular blast, so then when it comes up for your students as an assignment, it can have the image that you prefer. So you can upload images here onto your blast. And then you can also always preview it, see what it's going to look like when your student gets this information. So they're going to have the prompt, they're going to have the background information, they're going to have those research notes, and then whatever you have assigned them to do, they will be able to go in and do the writing on what it is that you expect them to accomplish. So that's just another way of using a blast as a writing assignment. And we'll go back to the library. And we have to be in blasts. We'll go back to our original blast and those actions. And then you can just use it as a new blast, and as a new blast you would just assign it to your students in the same way that you would assign any other assignment in StudySync. Again, you can add the research links. You can increase the length of time, and not time, but the characters. So you can go from 200 up to 280 characters rather than the 140. And then there's other customizable features here with the instructions you want to give them, selecting the Lexile again, and then once you've done that, previewing the lesson again. It looks just like our regular StudySync lesson, but you've customized it. So there are a lot of opportunities that you have to create your lessons and make them specific to the needs of your students, and be able to use blasts as an assignment that maybe is given when you have to be out of the classroom, and it doesn't take away from what you're already teaching. So hopefully this will be a helpful tool for you as you move forward and use blasts in your classroom.